Fellow Nigerians, I have good news for you. You know, over the years, we have been complaining about government coming in, government going out, and nothing is happening. But the reason for that is because we, the people, we have been very silent. We just feel that the government, they have all the powers. Now, the good news is that we're about to sue the political party known as the APC to court. We're going to sue them to court on the platform of the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. Why are we suing them to court? When they were coming into office in their 2015 campaign promises or in their manifesto, they promised us 81 items that was what they are going to do for us. And you know, the manifesto is a social contract between you and the people. Just as we have advanced fee fraud, that is how we also have advanced vote fraud. They promised us that these were the things, the items that we're going to achieve. But till now, 5 years into governance, we have seen little or nothing on ground, which means they lied to us, they deceived us, and we, the people, we have the right to sue them. The opening sentence of the Nigerian Constitution is "we, the people." Therefore, also based on the law, we, the people, have a right to sue them. We have not done this before, and that is why somebody like Amechi Rotimi, the current Minister of Transportation, said that Nigerians have not stoned them, and that is why they, the politicians, keep stealing. But now we are saying no to whatever has put us down as a people. Fine, you might also say that, oh, what will the court do? Is it not the APC that is controlling the court? No, I have full confidence in the judiciary of Nigeria. The APC has been in government when the court took away an APC governor from Bayelsa State. And APC has been in government when the court banned the political party from participating in elections in 2 states. So we must have confidence in our court. And we're going to do this in such a way that we're going to give it international dimension. We shall not accept the people that will come and lie to us, rig our election, kill our people, desperately seize power, impose themselves on us, lie to us, impoverish our people, and today, our country is drenched in blood. We refuse to be silent. Therefore, we are calling each and every one of you, wherever you are. Under this video, there's a comment section, and we are now sending online signatories. Sign and share with your friends. We have to start the court process by the middle of July 2020. So we don't have time. Sign the petition and circulate amongst your friends. Tell people to join us, and we need like 300 people on ground because we are going to court. If there's any way you feel like supporting the litigation process, please feel free, financial, personal, anyhow. Nothing is compulsory with what we do. We don't receive money from politicians. We just try to raise funds from amongst ourselves. If you want to do that, feel free. Send an email to us at GCSDN 1914@gmail.com. Send an email to us to show any type of support you want to give. GCSDN 1914@gmail.com. Why are we taking these people to court? All their campaign promises, or let us say 95% of their campaign promises are lies. All lies. They promised us in their campaign that they are going to strengthen INEC to end all forms of malpractices in our elections. Today, our elections are worse. People are being killed. Houses are being burned. They are rigging. This same government, they promised that they will take disciplinary actions against any security force or agency that violates the human rights of Nigerians. Today, it's not like that. COVID-19 period alone, security agencies have killed 21 Nigerians. The first person killed in Warri was killed by a soldier. Today, our journalists have been arrested for writing just on Facebook. They want to seize our freedom of expression and our freedom of association. That was not what they promised us. They lied to us. We are taking them to court because they promised that they are going to end Boko Haram. Today, they are borrowing money from World Bank, from IMF to finance our budget, and they are using part of that money to integrate terrorists that continue to kill our people. Now they are killing in different states of the country, that even Katsina State, the state of the governor, of Governor Masari and President Buhari is not safe. A president that cannot secure his Katsina state definitely cannot secure a Nigeria. They lied to us that we are going to have an ECOWAS currency by 2020. That is a dream. They lied to us that they are going to stabilize the Naira. Today, $1 is 450 Naira. They lied to us that we are going to have free maternal and children health care. But today, our children die in the hands of their mothers as their mothers sit on verandas, waiting for doctors to attend to them because they have no money to pay for deposits. Why? Because this government of APC, they lied to us. PDP is not better. They lied for 16 years. We cannot afford another set of people to come and lie and apologize to us later. This government, they lied to us in their manifesto that there's going to be equal or substantial representation of women in government. Today, we have less than 7% of women in our National Assembly. Out of our 42 ministers, we have just 7 women. Count them to be 43 because Buhari also made himself Minister of Petroleum. So out of 43 ministers, we have just 7 women. Today, our women are being raped in the cities and killed in the villages, in their farms by herdsmen. Why? Because a government lied to us. This government lied to us that they are going to create special courts to attend to corruption cases. They did not do that. Today, people that had EFCC cases, like Hope Uzodinma, became governor and now he has immunity. Simply because Adams Oshomole said that once you join APC, your sins are forgiven. They lied to us. They lied to us that they are going to have devolution of powers to the states. That is, they are going to give power to the states so we can have a true federation. They are not doing that. Nigerians are be shouting, screaming that we want a regional restructuring. They refuse. Why? Because all our voices seem to be falling on deaf ears because it is apparent that we don't seem to have a president. So what they are just interested in is borrowing, mortgaging our country and the future of our youths. They did not tell us in their manifesto that you are going to borrow us into more poverty. And that is why we are suing this government of APC to court. They lied to us that they are going to amend the constitution in such a way that there will be no immunity for public office holders. But today we have immunity. Huge immunities. This government, they lied to us in their manifesto that they will ban all medical trips abroad for public office holders. Buhari alone has stayed outside Nigeria for more than 200 days. A country that has budgeted over 10 billion naira since 2015 for the Aso Rock Clinic. They lied to us. They are wasting our resources. And all the money is spent abroad. He refused to declare it to Nigerians. And it's Mr. Integrity, fighting corruption. This government were taking them to court because they lied to us that they were going to generate, transmit, and distribute at least 20,000 megawatts of electricity before 2019. We are now in 2020. We have less than 4,000 megawatts. And our people now pay for darkness based on estimated electricity bill. We refuse to be silent any further. This government lied to us in their manifesto that they are going to publish the contracts. Any contract that is over 100 million naira, they are going to publish it. They lied to us. They lied that local government councils are going to be publishing any project, any expenditure that is more than 10 million naira. They lied. It's not happening. They said that in their manifesto that they are going to increase physicians or doctors from 19 per 1,000 to 50 per 1,000, which means for every 1,000 Nigerians, we must have at least 50 doctors. Today, it's not like that. Our doctors have been starved. They regularly go on strike because the government is not just there. Rather, we're hearing about imported Chinese who come into Nigeria based on mysterious circumstances. They come in and they go out, and the government is lying about the purpose of their coming to Nigeria. This government lied to us in their manifesto that we were going to build one airport in every state of Nigeria. 36 airports. Today, nothing like that. They lie to us that they are going to revive and reactivate our refineries. Nothing like that is happening. We now export our crude oil and now import them back as refined oil because we depend on the refineries from other countries. They lied these lies because they know that Nigerians are used to being silent. But we, members of the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, we are saying that our silence has expired because as a people, our silence put us where we are today. This government lied to us that there's going to be a nationwide sanitation to keep Nigeria clean. But today, Nigeria has 6 cities that are among the dirtiest cities in Africa. This government lied to us in their manifesto that there will be permanent peace in the Niger Delta, Plateau, Taraba, Borno, Abia State, and all of that. But today, we all know the story. Our country is so drenched in blood that world leaders no longer send condolence messages to our president because they now feel that killing by herdsmen, raising of houses, raping of women, they now feel that it is our culture. This is not our divine destiny, and it is time for us to say no as a people. This government lied to us that all political office holders will earn their salary according to the law as approved by the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission, that is ROMFAC. But today, even in the midst of poverty, our legislators earn the highest in the world. Our children are born to beg. Politicians buy plates the same color for children to go and beg as empowerment project. And that is why they are so insensitive that in this critical period, members of the House of Reps could afford to buy 400 vehicles. Why? Because they know that Nigerians will always be silent. But we have said, no, we refuse to be silent anymore. Let's fight this out in court. They lied to us. They lied to us. Of course, they promised that there will be the whistleblower system where if you give information about corruption, you have 5%. They did that, and we thank God for that. And we clap, we congratulate them for that. But the truth is that in the year 2018, the court mandated Muhammadu Buhari to prosecute the senators that padded our national budget in 2016 to the tune of 481 billion naira. He refused. Why? Because they know what they are doing. And it is public money. So every time we say, you know, consign me, now so we see him, na lie. Not be so you see him. It consign you. Now our money. Some people say, oh, let's break Nigeria. We want to go to Nigeria. Go, break Nigeria and go. But we stay in Nigeria. We're not cowards. If you look at the people that are putting problems in Nigeria today, they are less than 5,000. And we have 200 million people. You want us to break Nigeria? We now run away, 200 million people to run away for people that are less than 5,000? Are we cowards with our natural resources? No. They should run away for us. It's our commonwealth. Count the people that are enslaving Nigeria today. The president 1, vice president 2, all the senators are 190. All the members of House of Representatives are 360. All the local government chairmen and their deputies, 774 local government chairmen. All the governors, 36, plus their deputies, 72. Put all of these people together with your ministers, 42 ministers, all of them put together, as I just stated them now, is 1,359 persons. So if you add all those permanent secretaries, because those are some of them are the real criminals. So if you add all those permanent secretaries, members of the House of the various state House of Assemblies, put all of them together, there are still less than 5,000 people. So 200 million people should run away from our country for 5,000 people because they control the police and the army and refuse to be a coward. They should run away for us. They should run away from us. That is the meaning of revolution without ammunition. We are going to change our country. Nobody will die. Because they have killed us enough. We shall not burn houses. We shall not loot our neighbor's property. We shall not burn tires on the street. But the system will change. If we refuse to be silent, government lied to us that they will create 3 million jobs every year. They have been in government for 5 years. Have they created 15 million jobs? They lied to us. They lied to us that there will be public declaration of assets. Have they done that? No. No. The manifesto is a social contract. Therefore, since they lied to us, this is a Yahoo government. And we must rise up as a people. We are suing the APC government to court for lying to the people. They deceived us. They killed many Nigerians to get into office. They did ritual killing, vote buying, desperation, imposed us, disenfranchised us. And all they did is to lie to us. But we are saying no. We are saying no. We are saying no. They discriminate against us outside Nigeria and in our country. We want to run away. No. The time has come for us to speak with one voice and stand on a common platform. We go nowhere. Nigeria is our country. They did not promise us during their campaign that they are going to be arresting journalists. Don't say, oh, the court will not do anything. Just watch and see. Because we are going to give this international dimension. We are going to ask IMF and World Bank why they continue to lend money to Nigeria, and Nigeria is using the money to integrate terrorists. They just came into government, lied, and nothing is happening in our country. The country has become worse than before. This is the worst government we've experienced. PDP is not better. APC is a terrorist organization. That is our hashtag. If you want to support this movement, if you want to join us, please feel free. Use the form at the comment section under this video. Send us an email how you can join us. We are going to have a retinue of lawyers, and we are starting this latest July. We are suing APC to court. As I'm talking to you now, they are already aware of what we are planning to do. They went to their website and removed all their manifesto in the APC website. But we don't care. We don't care about that. Nigerians will see for the first time that we have been silent, and that has been our problem. Join this program, share it to your friends, that Nigerians are waking up, and we are saying that we are suing this APC Yahoo government for lying to the people. Enough is really enough. Send us an email, and we'll see them in court. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the good news about this is that when we say fellow Nigerians, some people say, I'm not a Nigerian, I'm not a Nigerian, oh, the country is bad, therefore I'm no longer a Nigerian. And you're carrying a Nigerian passport. We are all angry with the system. We are all angry with the system. We must come together and change the system. It's off to complain. He that fights and runs away, live to fight another day. There is no good war, but there is no bad peace. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Amen.